The Graytown Cemetery is approximately 2 hours away from Melbourne, and it is situated right away in bushland. This is a cemetery. I'm just going to swing it around for you. It's 5:46 p.m, 25th of January. Chinese miners. That's someone's boots. Using the PSB 7 spirit box. If we get something, we get something. If we don't, we don't. That's just the way it is. I don't feel that there's much here today. Maybe at night time the energy starts getting stronger, but I don't feel too much. Ni hao. My name is Reese. Can you come through? Are you Chinese miner? Did you die here? Can you touch? If you are a Chinese miner, can you touch this? Can you touch this device? And it's coming up Chinese New Year soon. Can you touch this device, this thing here, if you understand? What's your name? What is your name? Ni hao. Ni hao. My name is Reese. Nearly straight away, I make contact. My name is Reese. Can you come through? Can you speak English? Can you touch this REM pod? I'll show you how it's done. It's very faint, but you're going to hear the spirit say, "Help us speak." Chinese New Year's coming soon. Do you understand? Touch that if you understand. Light it up. Ni hao mai. Ni hao. Can you come through and speak to me? Any Chinese miner? These Chinese spirits actually can see me. They said, "Who's this pink man?" Now, I went on the chat GPT. That's the quickest form of finding information. And yes, some Chinese miners during the gold rush did refer white people as pink man. Holy crap. And the other miner said F off to me. Can you speak in English? I want to say hello and visit you and say hello. No one remembers you, but I do. I want to pay my respects. Can you acknowledge that you understand by touching this? If you know what the last word was said, leave a comment down below. Ni hao. Can you touch that? Can you touch it again? I think you touched it, did you? Can you do it again to acknowledge? What is your name? Any Chinese miners that would like to communicate with me, rest in peace. If you like to talk, I give you permission. You're allowed to speak. You're allowed to speak to me. Come through. Ni hao. Can you touch this device? I'm going to get going soon. If you understand, can you touch it for me? If you understand, touch the REM pod. How did you die? How did you die? Chinese miner. Ni hao. How did you die? Can you tell me? What are they saying? Can you touch this device here? Just touch it once. It will light up on the pole. I'm going to get going. Bye-bye. Thank you for speaking. Can you touch this REM pod? This is what it's called, a REM pod. Can you touch it? Please? Just once. Chinese miner, ni hao. Can you touch this? I'll put it down here. There you go, you can touch it now. Is that easy for you to touch? I pay my respects. And Chinese New Year's coming soon. Can you touch? I'm going to sit down here. Can you touch this device? Touch it. And I'll leave soon. I just want to pay my respects to all the Chinese miners that lost their lives. You can touch it once. Many spirits have touched this. Any Chinese miners, I'll give you permission to come here and touch the REM pod. Are you here? Can you touch? Can you touch the REM pod? Just once. Chinese miner who dug for gold. Can you touch the REM pod, please? Just once. Once is enough. I'm going to get going now. You do not want to speak to me? You don't want to touch it? One light? Okay, I'm going to let you go. Now, I've got a surprise for you. This is only part one. We got part two. We're going to do the other half of the cemetery. But I wanted to do the Chinese cemetery because it is forgotten and no one knows really much about it being there. No one really goes and sees them, pays respects. But I decided I would go there and speak with them and let them know that they aren't forgotten. They are remembered. So, and I wanted to communicate with them. That was the whole idea of doing that, paying my respects. It is really run down there. The funding of this area here, because it's right in the bush, this cemetery, it's really run down. It's very sad. It really hurts me. I hate seeing these things. I think there's just no funding out there. I mean, if you can support and give to, I don't know where you could go to. I think it's Heathcote in Graytown. Find somewhere where someone does do donations and they can upkeep the area. But there's hundreds of graves there, and with the Chinese, a lot of unmarked ones, so it's very hard to see how many there are. It's very sad, but just to let you know, they aren't forgotten. I did this video to help remember those who have passed away, so they aren't forgetting you. Maybe you can visit them and speak with them and leave something for them, and maybe some Chinese incense or something to remember them by. I'm sure they will appreciate that. But it's very interesting how they spoke to me in English, where they spoke Cantonese back then. But somehow it's possible. That's why I try doing my videos, to show and prove that it is possible that a Cantonese speaking person can actually speak in English. Maybe they could have spoken in English back then. I don't know, but I'm going to do a video about language in the spirit world down the track. I thought I'd just run through a few things. More to come. I'm going to do a live spirit session. We'll see if we can speak to JFK. Would you like that? I'm going to see if I can speak to JFK and see what happened to him. And I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to give it a go. But going back to the cemetery, very interesting. I never know what I'm going to get when I do these spirit sessions. I had to go through a few times, and I found a couple more things. And unfortunately, one of them said they lost their life. Now, some of them did gamble, and they lost everything in their gamble, and they had nothing left, so they took their life. And it's very sad. Not a uncommon thing to happen. So one of them did actually tell me what happened to him. And you heard a couple of voices say mine. They some of them did actually, or many of them did die in mine, the cave-ins. So this is true, and they told me both two different voices. Always amazing. Always get blown away. I never know what I'm going to get when I do these spirit sessions. It's absolutely amazing. I'm going to leave it here. Wait for part 2. I'm in the work of doing part 2, but by this time, eventually, when you do get it, it will be done. I did capture a couple of things. I'm still working. I'm actually going away for work. At the moment, I'm flat out doing 2 jobs, so it's very hard putting a lot of content out, but I do my best. I don't get paid for it, so my work that I do is priority to this. I love doing this, but unfortunately, I don't get paid doing this. So I'm going to leave it here. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. And if you do like my content and you want to support me, you can buy buying me a coffee. If you love to buy me a coffee, comment anything you like. I'm going to leave it here. Reese from the Inquisitive Cat channel. Stay safe and be good, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.